Clear prop.
Exit runway 08.
Evening campers, welcome back to the channel. Right, time and temperature check, Thursday 23rd of April 2026. It's 5:30 in the evening. It's currently 17 degrees, would you believe? Blue skies, weather is lovely. There is a bit of wind, it's 9 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, but it is straight down the strip. And it's glorious. This is the first time this year I've managed to go flying after work, which is absolutely fantastic, making use of those lighter evenings. No better way to de-stress after you've had a crappy day at work. Anyway, I've got something to show you which I think you might find quite impressive. Or at least I find it impressive, but then again I am easily pleased. Anyway, it's huge. I've got to show it to you. Nice thing about this runway is there are plenty of fields if you do have the unthinkable happen. Lovely field there, nice field there, plenty to choose from. Plan is to get up to about 2,000 feet. This is my first flight this evening, if I'm honest. I did go a very short flight about half an hour ago, and below 1,500 feet it was blooming horrible. Chucked around all over the place. But above 2,000 feet you seem to smooth out a bit, so I'm hoping as the evening wears on, it should smooth out quite a bit. It's already smoothing out, I can feel it, and I'm only at 1,200 feet to that's altitude. Like the Dilbert that I am, I did some research about this place and I was going to tell you loads of interesting facts, and I wrote those interesting facts down on a bit of paper. That bit of paper is currently at home. So when I get there, I'll fly around it, get some nice footage for you, and I'll do a voiceover to tell you some interesting stuff about it. So, I think I might just put on a bit of music, a bit of a montage, and I will speak to you briefly when we get to where we're going. Which is not where I'm pointing, it's where they're talking to you, obviously. I'm completely ignored where I'm going. No, no. This one. So we are just about approaching what it is that I wanted to show you. It's just on the nose. You might be able to see it on the wing cap. And that is Bardon Quarry. I've flown over quite a lot of quarries. There was a lot in Derbyshire where I used to be based. But I have to say, none of them are quite as big as this. I've decided to give it a go. As I say, I did write some interesting facts down on a bit of paper, which I forgot, which just gives you an indication of how good my memory is. But I'm going to have a go and see if I can remember what I wrote down. So this is Bardon Hill Quarry. It's the 5th largest quarry in the UK. It is something like 200 metres deep. It's currently got 19 levels. And I think there's another 5 levels worth of material yet to quarry. So it's going to be there a good while. It's actually been there 400 years apparently. It is huge. You can't miss it. Things always look small from the air. So I can only imagine how big this place looks like from the ground. Unfortunately, it's not open to the public, quite understandably. It's probably a dangerous place to be. And apparently it's that big that somebody sent me a message on a Facebook post the other week to say that they'd flown over it when it had its own cloud formation above it. It's got its own microclimate because it's so large. Hey, that's a bit bumpy. The big road next to it, in case you're wondering, the main road, that is the M4 motorway. We are just east of Coalville, in case you want to get your bearings if you go and have a look on a map. In fact, I'll put a map up on the screen to help you out. There you go. I have got to be careful with my height here because I am under the East Midlands CTA. The East Midlands CTA starts at 2,500 feet. AMSL, or above mean sea level. So obviously I don't want to go busting airspace, that would be a bad day. And I'm at 1,600 feet now, so I've got a huge margin of error. Oh, crap! Ah, crap! Ah, crap! Oh! Not the best place to get cramp. Come on! Bugger me. I hope you enjoyed seeing that. I thought it was quite impressive. The first time I saw it, it really didn't take my breath away. My flabber was gasted, so to speak, because it is a great big hole. And I just thought you might like to see it. You don't get to see things like that very often, or if you're not a pilot, you don't get to see that sort of view very often. So I thought I'd show it to you. Right, on my way back to Stoke Golding for what has been a fantastic way to end the day.
Buenos dias, campers. I'm on my Ollybobs, but I'm just editing a video so I can get one out this week. How's that for dedication? Anyway, I just wanted to interrupt the video to say a huge thank you to everybody that left a comment and a thumbs up on the last video, the Leicester City video. That's been absolutely bonkers. It's had something like 23,000 views, which is amazing. And it's also gave me something like 600 new subscribers. So if you're one of those new subscribers, welcome. I've clearly hit upon a bit of a demand for that type of content, aerial tour type stuff. So I'm going to do loads more of that. I've had a load of comments from people asking me to go and fly over the areas where they live. So bear with me, keep watching, keep subscribing, and I'll do my best to get around as many as possible. So I just wanted to say thank you. Anyway, back to Stoke Golding for a little bit of stall practice and then a landing.
Right, power off. Going forward. Forward. Bush. It's not really stall, is it? And recover. Into a climb. Oh, I feel the G's. Still want a bit more violent. A bit of speed. There we go. There's a stall. Recover. Stoke Golding Base, Golf Charlie Mike Papa X-Ray is joining downwind for runway 26, Stoke Golding. Right, fuels, fish to go around. Airfield is all clear. Wind, labouring 26. Nose wheel is straight, throttle is set. Hours fastened. That was nice. Right, home sweet home. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Laters. Bye bye.